Sidalal hit suno dodal he kunaraya kuna sunaninya namen. Dede ko sunonin hana ko to sunodi jona na rolal kunarana hana. Truly I say to you, I am he. Peace be upon. E shalom I studa taktara hunikunara mishaya dudhala. I am eso e Christus tuthuda like tuno kusuhudara hunna yagatala hura. Ne F.E. all humans fallen. To reverse means nellaF. nellaF. nellaF in speaking Galatians speakings, I call Grecians, means fly. Fly in the middle of the night. You know? Fly in the middle of the night and shag in the middle of the space. You know? Because in my thing, I did not used to allow it, humans. I did not used to allow it. This is why I told them, go to the outer, go to the space by the orbit, by the orbit and fly. In there you can do your things. You know? That's why they make their own fila. Fila is another thing on the fallen. To reverse the fallen without n, fila. Fila means hide to us. You know, like rocks, clouds, rock clouds. As we can't stand in it. You know, humans? My tata didn't want me didn't want to hear it, you know? I want you to clarify this, humans. They are not fallen. Because fallen, to reverse, means nellaF. 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 You know? Which is fly. Means fly. And on the end, it's NE. NE. Inhale. Inhale nights. Inhale nights means those who guards the skies. Those who guards the skies so that no trespasses. Trespasses are those like that Jezebel, Tela Tequila, you know. This is why I told them fly. Go by the you know, like that. They are there. Those who you call, because now humans, I'm reversing everything from the beginning to this end. I'm reversing, and then everything you are being taught is not what it is. This is why now I realize, I knew that why my angels get angry, because of what you've been doing to the word. You call them fallen, when in the beginning it's so called nellaF. nellaF means flying. Flying as like debris. You know, humans? This is what it is. nellaF, to reverse the fallen. Humans, we don't fool. We fool only when we are out of. When we are out of you called risk. When we are not prepared, and then we feel in the ballrooms. When we hear the roar. That is when we are not ready and not prepared. When we hear the noises, we we are carried by winds. It's the stars being fallen, you know. This is when the angels have to use their aviations to not to fall into any salty things, any salt, as they cannot go back. You know, it will take three miles 3 miles you called years because before they have to incarnate. They have to incarnate once an angel, once an angel, once an angel, you called angel, fell into the land, you called souls, they incarnate. As it will the story of the salt and stars. You know? Or salt and the water. As there is salt, a story of salt and water, and the story of salt and star. A light and star. You know, humans? This is why I said to you, your books is not what you think it is. And there is differences of kins and Shulamites. Shulamite means your flame. That's the meaning of Shulamite. Shulamite. We say in my where I came when I we call Shulamite. Shulamites. Shulamites means fires. Fires because you are in the beginning made with pair. What you call pair is fire to us. P-E-I-R to you or F-I-E-R to you or F-I-R to you is Shulamites to us. You know? You called soulmates, which is another thing of being you called Shulamites. Shulamites. Your pair. And the kin means your when you are born in the same like a pen. Like a pen. When you come out in the same thing, you know, a pisik. A pisik. When you come out in the same thing, that is when you become kins. You know, you become kins. When you come out from one pisik, you are kins. And this is why I have not touched any, as I am your kins, which is you come out in the pisik, in my palm. In my palm. Those who are made by fire. You know? This is why I become your brothers. You call me sister. Because I choose to be a father and mother you called yours. Your mother, your father. This is how we speak in grammar, in gums. You know? It's your mother and your father becomes my family as I have incarnate in your round table. You know? This is why you call me your brothers. You call me your sister. But brothers is what really is. A sister means orbit. And this is where you have in the beginning, in the seconds of the long time ago. You know, as many things already, humans, there's a lot to say in every words. Sister means orbits. Orbits, as you are, you called snakes. Snakes. Same skins. This is why you are kins. Same snakes. Same snakes is like you cannot touch one because you are same. You have the same color. You know? Humans. You have the same style. You know? That's the meaning of kins. You came in the same pisik. You know? But I with my Shulamite, with my kin, are not. Because we are the touching of the hands, the eight. The eight, right? The eight, it's cut in the middle, which is his belly button and thigh, which is I told you. And that is why we say, but he stumbled on the sand and I stumbled to the ground. This is why I called him God. That is what it is, humans. And I was called Lord because I droll to the ground. I rolled to the ground like you rolled. I rolled to the ground. You know, like the eight. When you cut the eight in half, it becomes like a circle, and then it's like that. It's similar with like a Q to it. You know, a V on the top. You know, humans. That is what it was. I rolled down to the Mars. I rolled down to the Mars, and he was on the sun. You know, this is why I call him God. As he stumbled higher. That it was the reason why my father cut us into half. It's like this. It was like a game because I always fight. So he puts us inside of the infinity, which is a symbol of my belly button and his. We are one, and then when we were cut in the middle, it's a it's like a stumble. Who's gonna be in here, and then who's gonna be on the ground, and who's gonna be on the ground, who's gonna be on the top, you know, as I have a similar face to him spiritually, humans. Spiritually we have the same, but he had the masculine, he had the masculine type, you know. I won't tell you more. Only I knew his true color, humans. His true color, only I knew. You know? So, when I stumble on the ground, that's when they called me droll. Droll because I roll down. And Shulamite is your soulmates, which we were. You know? In the beginning, because we formed an eight, meaning together. Together, and one, if one did something, the other one knows. You know? When the other one is being hit, the other one knows. So that's the differences of kings and Shulamite humans and fallen to reverse nellaF. Kings, you know? This is why I said, your words you don't know, yet you laugh at someone else's because you think you are feeling right, because you are self, you know. Humans, don't be because the only righteous is the one who made, you know. So humans, kins means when you come out in the same pisik, like a cuttlefish come out in the same eggs, you know, that is kins. Kins means one root to the branch, to the top of the branch, you know? That is kins. You are one tree. And that is become dread. You know? Humans? That is when you become dreads. That is what kins means. Don't shag the same kin. You know? This is why those children knows. And it's just the demons who did it. You know, humans? But all this will be sorted out at it's already on it. You know? Humans? Do you get that? While Shulamite means your soulmates as angels made by pair. You know? We were made in pair. That is what you called Soulmate. We are mites. You know? Sina kataro na isa kataro na iha kataro saran yunanara. And this is why I said to you, I become your brothers and sisters as I have incarnated to be part of your so-called loves. This is why I also said, if I have not loved you, then you can be at my judgments. From the Father to the Son, I am Mayat I Alahuda Raktara Rahara. hikara, kakara, kakuna, sahukara, lirhana, tutura,